this little room here, although it's quite tight for space, there's some really good stuff going on. The light coming through this window at the moment is still going to be soft enough to give a nice sort of modelling, sort of smooth light. But give it another 10 minutes, it's going to be useless. You see these highlights on the windowsill here, and there's a bit going on down here on Layla's car. As that starts to sneak into the room, if I do a portrait of Nat near this window, that's going to go on her face, and they're too bright, they're going to burn out and look horrible. But let's have a little go at a moody look before it's too late. Tasha, pop your hands on the windowsill, just kind of lean forward, that's it, like that. Now right now, the light is coming through here, and I don't know if you can see, Janie, if you come over here a little, if you look at Tasha's face, you see how, keep looking out the window now, that's it, you see how it's bright here and it's fading back darker very, very quickly, so we've got these nice sort of shapes going on around Tasha's face there. So if we take a shot from over here, and you're probably thinking, well, what about other stuff going on in the room? If you use your lens longer, I'm going to use my lens at 70mm, it should be absolutely fine, because we can isolate Tasha. You're doing well, Tash. Let's just get the camera set up. I want it to be about the same height as Tasha's head. I don't want to be looking up or down. I want this to be a fairly, you know, lined up shot, level. Compose the shot, focus on Tasha. Little tip here when I do this, I'm going to focus on Tasha, switch off the autofocus, and then just tweak the camera to recompose the shot slightly. Tash, turn your head towards me, turn your face. That's it, just look at me. Tilt your head that way, that's it. Just a bit. That's really cool. Just hold that really, really still. I'm going to be a bit closer, sorry. That's better. Refocus on your eye, that's good. A bit more. Good. Yeah, that's really nice. Because of that, stay there a minute, Tash. Because of that light, the way it was coming back over Tasha's face, now with her face to the side, it's really highlighting, accentuating her cheekbones and the contours of her face. And these highlights that we're so worried about are actually at the moment putting in a really nice sort of diagonal in the back of the picture, which kind of matches the angle at which Tash had her head. So that's really cool. Thanks, Nat. Relax. Right, what else could we do here? Patio doors, they're brilliant things. Now, I'm not going into a full-on sort of window portrait shoot mode here. I just want to give you some ideas and let you experiment with them. These doors, again, we haven't got direct sunlight coming in, and I think we've got a few clouds coming along which will soften it even more. What we've got here is a ceiling which is blocking down light, so there's no light coming in from there. There's no light coming from the sides because of the wall, and over here we've possibly got a little bit of light sneaking in there, but it's not enough to worry about. So all the light on a subject standing here is going to be coming full on from the front, and it's overspill light, it's not direct light. By that I mean the light in the air out here is kind of falling like this, and then it's sort of overspilling back into here. None of it is direct. It's not like you've got a full-on beam of light coming in. The other thing I like about here, this is just a little tip for home photography. Sorry, Tash, we're doing lots of dancing around. I like this shape. So if Tasha's about where she is now, and I shoot a portrait from the garden looking in, all that window light's going to light Tasha. But we can use this shape here. Again, it's this sort of, I don't know, this angular hard shape against sort of Tasha's soft girliness. And then in there, it's a bit darker, so that's going to look quite a lot darker in there than it is here. And I think this little red lamp is going to put a little highlight up the wall there, and it'll look quite cool. So how do we go about it? It's really simple. Tash, stay there for a tick. We're all going to have to jiggle around each other. I'm coming out here. Now I'm shooting all of these just using aperture priority mode. Get your hair done. She's being girly. You would expect. Get your hair. Oh, she's finished now. It's too late. She's gone all bashful. Right. Sorry, I'm shooting on aperture priority. You could shoot it manually, you could shoot on shutter priority, you can do whatever you like really. I just like using aperture priority because then I can choose the aperture, which means I can select the depth of field and all that stuff. Now I'm going to shoot at about f8, f5.6, something like that. Now the careful thing here is with the composition. And let's just get our camera set up, just kind of tweak it around a bit. I'm too far away, I need to get a bit closer. Make sure my lens is still on 70, that's good. Yeah, that's good, that's good. Lock the camera in place. This is another thing, I know I go on about it, tripods are brilliant because you can set a composition and forget it, it's locked, don't have to worry about it. Focus on Tasha. Move my autofocus around and put it on one of her eyes. She's focused. That's pretty cool actually, Nat. Just like that. You're doing that really, really well. That's good. What have we got? That is dark in there. We're down to an 1/8 of a second, which is quite low. Now, when you're looking in here, it could confuse the camera's light meter because it's quite dark behind her. This is a little bit more complex. That darkness could kind of make the camera try and brighten the picture too much. So the only thing to do is to take one and see what it looks like. So here we go. Nice one, Nat. Yeah, that has made it too bright. I'm going to do one more. It's going to take the exposure down a bit. I'm doing it with my exposure compensation. I'm just going to dial that down to, oh no, about -1. Here we go. That's good, Nat. That's nice. Put your chin down a little, a bit more. So it's a bit of a moodier sort of a. That's all right. Hold it there. Try not to move. That's good. Yeah, that's good. I like that. I want to put you. Stay in position. I'm just going to move the position slightly. I want you sort of down in the bottom corner. That's really good. Don't move a muscle. Stay there. She's bloody laughing at me. Stop laughing. Right. She's giggling. You're too late, Jane. You should stop. Now she's giggling again. Look. It's good we know each other well. Okay, here it comes. That's it, Tash. Just kind of relax your face, and that one I like. I like that a lot. Okay, I've done another slightly odd composition by putting Tash sort of low in the corner of the picture. But this lovely, lovely soft light, and you may be able to see it with a video camera. It's just, can you see in here, Janie? You open up the...
Yeah.
Okay. It's just sort of so soft, isn't it? Look, there are no lines, there's no sort of shadows, nothing going on Nat's face. And that's why that picture looks so cool. One more thing to go and look at. This is Layla's room. You probably met Layla in one of our photographing children films. Well, we haven't got Layla, she's at nursery, but we're going to have to make do with her mother. So Tasha's come up here again. And I think this is a great little room, again, for doing some indoor portraiture using window light, because there's a little bit more space in here. There's sort of nice bright walls, so the light that's going to come through this window is going to rattle around and bounce off things. Push that back a bit so we can maximise the amount of light coming in. If you just look at Tasha's face for a moment, just kind of get in here. You see how smooth that light is, even though there's a few shadows down one side? You see how smooth and soft that light is? And if you come around this way, Janie, come this way with me, and then look at Tasha's face. As Tasha turns her face this way, turn it towards that way, you see there are almost no shadows at all. Because now you're blocking the light. Yeah, you're going to move to the side. Turn your face towards me, Tash. You come with her, Janie. And now we've got a shadow down the side of her face. But as you can see, this is a great little room for doing that sort of thing. Just move your model around, or, you know, as I've said, a still life or an item or an object or something. This would be a great room to take some pictures of Layla in, actually, now.
Yeah, I have actually done a few pictures of her in here, and she looked pretty cute. Yeah, they were good.
Yeah, I thought they might be. Yeah, absolutely brilliant. Tasha is very visually aware as well. She painted this. So, let's have a go. I want to get a shot of Tasha with her creation. You know, this is her daughter's room, mum, daughter's bedroom, that sort of thing. Now, you can, of course, do whatever you want with these things, but I'm just going to take a very quick picture just to show you how the light will look with Tasha just kind of sitting on the bed, just kind of in that side light. That's really good. No, I like that with your hand just kind of in front of your face there, Nat. That's pretty cool. Focus it up. Again, I'm still using aperture priority. I'm using the tripod because my shutter speed is down to a 15th of a second, using 200 ISO because I want it to be nice fine grain. With the tripod it doesn't matter so long as Tasha doesn't make any sudden movements. That's good. I like that. Nice one, Tash. You see, another little thing, if you're photographing people, sometimes if they think you're not about to take a picture, they do the best things, but that was really cool. So there we go. She's laughing at me. Right. I like the fact there's lots of space around you in the room, but I really like, as you zoom into it, I really quite like the light on your face.
Yeah, I prefer it close up.
Do you?
Yeah. You see the light difference more.
Yeah, you can. And also you're being smiley, which is rare. But anyway, there you go. That's a bit of an introduction to using window lights. A great little project if you have a particularly dull, wet, cold day and you want to go and have a play around. You obviously need someone as willing and helpful as Tasha to come and be in the pictures. But as you know, still life's all sorts of things you can go and play with. Get practicing with your windows, combine it with a reflector, and you could be onto a hiding to some really, really, really great pictures.